Welcome to the first ever Spittin' podcast. Hopefully, this will be a good thing. We're just going to work out the kinks the first episode. We don't really know what we're doing. Obviously, I'm McLain Wolfe. Some of you might know me. And this is...
I'm Parker Hill.
And let's just rip off the Band-Aid and get going. We're going to start out with the announcements first. So, as the announcements usually over the speakers have said, we have a canned food drive that you can win points for your class. Please donate cans. This isn't like even for the points at this point. No pun intended. Just please help with this. This is a good cause. For me at least, it feels great to help people. And this is, so, like, even if you don't need hours or anything for cans or you don't really care about the points, please just do this. This is great for whomever.
It's a great thing to donate towards. I mean, you're giving cans to a bunch of people that could need it in a hard time. But, by the way, 7th or 10th grade, you'll take them to your English teacher. So 7th grade, you'll take them to Miss Ivy, 8th grade, Miss Pettit, 9th grade, Miss Lewis, and 10th grade, Miss Archer. And then 11th grade, you'll take them to Mr. Russell, and then 12th grade, you're take them to Miss Gatlin. That ends November 17th as well. There's nothing we're still in there.
We've also got stars for Brantley. That's how you say that name, right?
Yeah, Brantley. He's
Brantley.
In case y'all didn't know or go to the pep rally, he's a kid from Florence. He has, is it epilepsy or cerebral palsy?
I think.
Cystic fibrosis, I'm sorry. And I can't remember what our goal is, but I know that our how much is it?
$7,000.
$7,000. And we're gonna be trying to get him a above ground pool because he said he loves to swim. And that's another thing we're gonna have a competition for. The class with the most stars is gonna earn points for their grade.
You get these stars from Miss Gatlin too. So if you don't know where she is, she's the last class before the multi-purpose room in the gym. Just see her sometime and give your money to her. Get stars. Bada boom, bada bing. You're done.
And, by the way, the prize for all of this, at the end of this 9 weeks, the winner of this competition will get a Christmas movie and snacks in the multi-purpose. So it's gonna be something you'll for sure want to donate towards.
Yeah, because who doesn't want
who doesn't want popcorn and all that?
I mean, you get out of class, dude. If anything, do it for that, please.
So, rolling into our sports section, we just wrapped up one of our lesser years in football, but we still made the playoffs. We lost in the first round this past Friday to Lake, and the final score was 28-7 for anybody that didn't go. It was a hard-fought game, but in the end, I think they just had superior athletes to us. This is the 11th year in a row that our football team has made the playoffs, I think, something like that. So, like I said, it's a lesser year, but it's still a pretty incredible reputation that Pisgah's gone past the regular season in football for a decade plus. It's something to be proud of, I think. I know that last game pains. I know it can kind of pain McLain to talk about.
Definitely kind of hard, especially with, I'm not a football player, but you have some kind of camaraderie with the people that you play with,
for sure.
Whether that be football, drums, anything.
Cheer even.
Yeah.
Just being – Friday Night Lights is something that, a lot of people get to experience in high school, but even if you don't, it's something you can only talk about if you experience it. Like being on the field, whether you're a cheerleader or drumline or if your school has like band or something like that, or playing on the field as a football player. Friday Night Lights is something that is just uncomparable to many other things. But like I said, I know that pains McLain a lot to talk about because, he's a senior, and that was the last time he'll ever do that.
I'm going to miss you people.
Yeah, for sure.
You better not forget about that.
But,
you know who I'm talking to.
For me as a freshman, it does pain me that I don't get to play with that group of seniors anymore because, that was a great group of guys. It was a great guys to be around, great football players. But me as a freshman, I still got 3 more years to play football and hopefully end up like those guys one day and maybe get farther than the first round. Not to diss that or anything, but I hope to be able to get to second, maybe third round as a junior or senior. That would be really cool. Maybe even next year. But getting off of just football, we do have a junior high basketball game tonight at Puckett for anybody wondering. So y'all come out and show out to that. That'll be good.
Also, for people that didn't stay after the game, the drumline, when I reference we, I'm meaning the drumline, we went out to the field and we had a drum battle against the Lake band, and it was pretty fun. They're nice people. I like them a lot. We're not that great. I'm not even going to lie. The basses struggle. I would know. I'm on bass. People on bass would agree with me. But it was still fun. And then Huey had a snare battle against their only snare. It was interesting, to say the least.
I bet Huey threw down. Huey knows how to get down on some drums.
Yeah, he took the other person's
snare and started playing his?
Yeah, he took the other person's snare for a second and started playing it, and it was funny.
See, now that's the stuff I wish I could have gotten to see. We had to get off as soon as the game was over. We do every game. But
you could probably find someone with a recording. I think Coach Massey might have a recording of it.
That'd be fun to watch. But yeah, like I said, wish the season could have ended in a week or two in second or third round or something like that. But like I said, 11th year in a row we've made the playoffs. Something to be proud of for sure.
Definitely. Also, you better cherish the years you have left.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they are short.
I feel like it was just 2 or 3 weeks ago. We were playing Bogachita week 1, and I was playing in my first ever high school game. And then I'm wrapping up the last game I played my freshman year as last Friday, and I felt like it went by in just the snap of a finger. It felt way too short. I know it only felt shorter for seniors. I can't imagine what they were feeling after the game.
Definitely hard to keep your composure when talking about it. Really.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially after the game.
Yeah, it was
really
an
hard
emotional moment after the game.
Mm-hmm. I can only imagine what the football team was going through.
Yeah, it was rough. Coach gave a pretty good speech at the end of the game. He was saying he was very proud of the seniors and everything that they had done this summer leading up to the season and just putting in all that work. And it was all season long. He said that putting in all that work in the summer and barely, for most people, not missing a single practice all fall, putting in all that work, you got to get rewarded somehow. And we ended up getting rewarded we got a playoff berth, and that's truly something to be proud of.
I bet you that was a tearjerker.
Oh, for sure. I talked to Jake Shoemaker after the game, and as soon as the time ran out, and he's been on the football team for 6 years. So Pisgah football is something that's really held close to his heart. Lord, I couldn't keep myself together. It was a tearjerker for sure. I'm sad to see that guy go, but when you think about it, I play more than one sport, so I am sad I don't get to play with Jake and all those guys, but I do get to play another sport with Braxton and Colton, and I think E-Bird this year. I don't know if Ethan's playing baseball, but I know Braxton and Colton are playing baseball this year, so that'll be fun to share another season with them. I'm really ready for that.
Yeah, I have similar thing, show choir.
Yeah.
I'll get to be with most of the people that are in drumline, minus a few of them. I know that once that's over, that's going to be the real killer.
Real one. Baseball will kill me too. It killed me last year, but it happens. But I'm looking forward to a good baseball season as well this year.
Also, I'm sorry for the first episode being such a bummer.
Yeah,
sports
sorry
section,
it was such
but
emotional, but
unfortunate timing, really.
Yeah.
Okay, So in a lighter tone, we're going to start with the hot topic of the day. How do you eat your KitKat?
Okay, so honestly, let's start with my opinion. Okay, surely you've seen the commercials, they got the hand models and all that. They're holding the KitKat like this. And what is the KitKat slogan? What is the KitKat slogan? I want you to tell me. What's the KitKat slogan?
Coming in hot, man.
No, it's break me off a piece of that KitKat bar. And then
But
they
no
take
reason.
the KitKat and they break it. And it makes the most heavenly sound that you will ever hear in your life. I want you to just listen to this real quick. Oh my gosh. But apparently, this heathen over here.
Look, okay, just hear me
chomp.
out. You can have that piece so we can half of it. Hear me out.
No. It clearly says, break me off a piece of that KitKat bar.
There's no reason to get your hands dirty if it doesn't.
Okay, if you have a melted KitKat, surely there's something wrong with you. Stick that sucker in the fridge, let it cool down, and get back into one good piece of chocolate. Take it out and break it. Break me off a piece of that KitKat bar.
It doesn't make the sound that it does in the commercial.
Not only the sound, oh my gosh. Breaking it apart and then eating it one by one, I just don't understand how you can take a 4-piece KitKat, take it out of the wrapper, not even break it in half, because I watched you do it the other day. You didn't even break it in half. You just opened it up, all 4 pieces, chomp, and just this bite section in the top corner of it, and I was like, what
It's
is
like if
wrong
you were to
with
eat a sandwich. It's got layers.
Okay, so if we want to roll into how you eat a sandwich, I feel like there are multiple ways you can eat a sandwich.
Yeah, but
Do you just take a fat chomp out of the corner?
sandwich.
Do you just bite it like that?
Yeah, just to get the sandwich.
Okay,
and just
maybe
bite
I'm
into
weird.
the sandwich.
Okay, maybe I'm weird then. But I still think that you need to break a KitKat before you eat it. God, and then you just eat it like that. Shocking to me. On the
There's no
sandwich note,
reason.
maybe I'm weird because I bite all the crust off, but I don't waste the crust. I eat the crust and leave the bottom layer of crust, and then I eat down to that bottom layer.
It's a sandwich.
Yeah, I know, but it's like a pattern. I do it every time I eat a sandwich.
You're deconstructing
If it's made out of
sandwich.
loaf bread, if I'm eating a Subway sandwich, obviously I'm not gonna eat down to the crust. There's not a crust, but it's just shocking to me that you do that.
There's no reason.
There's no order in your life. Break. It takes a half second to just make that generous noise.
But it takes less than half a second to just chomp.
Okay, but let's talk about it this way. Eating a KitKat is not just it's not just eating a snack.
It's
It
an
is
experience.
It is an experience. You break off each piece, take a bite out of each piece, and then break off the next one. You don't just chomp into it and be done in 4 bites. It is an experience.
But look, the sound that it makes on the commercial, when you just chomp into it, it makes that sound.
But you
more
chomp
than-
into it after you break it
But
on the
you
commercial.
don't need to break it. It doesn't make that noise. It's not as satisfying.
Do I need to do it? I don't have another KitKat. It clearly made the most break me off a piece of that KitKat bar sound. It was so perfect and just heavenly. I don't understand how you can just chomp into it without hearing that sound.
It does literally. It makes no difference if I were to break it and eat it to me.
I think breaking apart the KitKat bar takes it from being a $2 snack to $10. I feel like you could sell just breaking apart the KitKat bar for $10 rather than just the bar
that
for $2.
noise.
Yes, it is an experience. I'm telling you.
I don't understand it.
We need to discuss the way you eat things. If this is not the only thing that you eat like this, because apparently you're just taking chomps into sandwiches as well.
I'm not gonna sit there and take a sandwich and just cut because that makes no sense. If you can just take the sandwich and just.
There's so many things that I worry about you now, McLain. Freaking just chomping into a KitKat bar and a sandwich. It'd be different if it was only a KitKat bar. Okay, hold on. Let me think of another thing that you eat like that. A Twix. No, Twix is a single bar.
Yeah.
A Hershey bar. Do you do the same thing with a Hershey bar?
A Hershey bar.
Yeah, if you buy a pack of Hershey bars.
Just bite into that too. There's no reason to like.
That's so much more satisfying though, because like, you get a Hershey bar like this big, right? Maybe not. Maybe you're not getting one.
If it's one of the like big ones, then yeah.
That have like 70 pieces in them. I'm breaking
like, segmented.
I'm breaking one at a time. Pieces. Every single bite, I'm taking one at a time, and you're just chomping into it.
Yeah. The only time I ever break it into the singular ones is if I had to make a s'more, and that's it.
Okay, see, now that's different, though. Because, like, depending on the size of your s'more, you might want to, like, break 4 off at one time.
Yeah, but I don't...
Shocking to me that you eat like that.
I don't necessarily like marshmallows, so I usually get, like, the smaller ones and make small s'mores.
It's not a family thing, is it? Like, Hudson doesn't eat KitKat bars like that, I don't think. I've watched him eat a KitKat bar before. He eats it normal, and you're just some psycho who's chomping straight into it without breaking it apart. There are serious conversations that need to be had here. Now, on a real note, y'all can send us your opinions. Like, send either me or McLain an email. We could talk about it next time. Yeah, we'll put a poll on the Instagram page. We can put that on there, too.
Please don't single me out like that.
We'll put a poll on Instagram. What is it? It's Pisgah High School _Stuco. We'll put a poll on Instagram, and we're going to ask if you eat normal, like a normal person, or if you eat a KitKat like a psycho. And if I had to bet, do you break it or bite it? We'll say it like that, break or bite.
Yeah, because if you don't break it, you're just instantly psychotic.
I would say I'm interested to see the results, but I know that break is going to be like, it's going to be like 99%
oh, absolutely.
and 1%.
I'm not saying that I'm not like one of the very few people that will actually do that. I just don't see what's so wrong.
It's the 1%. McLain is the 1% of America, or the world for that matter, that would eat a KitKat just like chomping into it. There are problems here that we need to discuss, and we can discuss that off the show. But this is a serious problem.
Okay.
So that wraps up our first episode of Spittin' Fire. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget, we are accessible on YouTube and Spotify. We'll have to, it'll probably just be named Spittin' Fire. We'll let you know. We'll put it on the Pisgah Student Council Instagram page so you can see that. But
yeah, we'll try and inform you all about whenever that happens, when new episodes come out, everything. We don't necessarily know when this one will come out, when the next one will come out, or the next one, so on and so forth. They'll come out whenever. We'll just tell you. We'll try and keep it consistent, but we are just children. Consistency is not our thing.